All right, this video is 2-8 just for you, Jen. Here we go. This is our last lesson of the chapter before the test. And sorry you missed class. Hope you feel better. And let's talk about 2-8, rearranging. The book doesn't call it rearranging, but I call it rearranging because I think that makes more sense. That's what we're doing. All right, let's talk about old stuff and then new stuff. The old stuff will help you, I think, with the new stuff. So if I had x plus 4 equals 10, what would I do in this equation? I want x by itself, so I would subtract 4. And whatever I do to one side, I do to the other side. So x is equal to an actual number of 6. 10 minus 4 is 6. And the reason that it's an actual number is because these are like terms. Today's equations are going to look more like this. X plus m equals c. So we might not have any numbers. We might have all letters. And we want to solve for x. The book will tell you what letter to solve for, to rearrange for. So we're going to solve for x. So all we're doing is rearranging. We're moving stuff around. On the left, I have an x and an m. On the right, I have a c. I want x on the left only, and I want to get rid of this m. So in order to get rid of this m, I gotta subtract him, move him to the other side. Subtract him over here, because whatever I do to one side, I do to the other. And the answer is just c minus m. We haven't really done anything. We've solved for x, but all we've done is rearrange stuff. The m used to be on the left side. Now the m is on the right side. When he was on the left, he was positive. When he's on the right, his sign changes, and now he's negative. That's it. You're done. Can't actually add or subtract because these aren't like terms. So that's it. It's weird, but that's all you do. All right, our next example. Old equation would look like this. New equation is going to look like this, all letters. In the old equation, before I say it, what would be the first thing you would get rid of? What would be the first stupid, silly song you would sing? Minus 8, cross out. What's my answer? So over here, we're going to minus y, cross out. What's my answer? Even though this was a number and this is a letter, we still, if we're keeping m, we want to get rid of y and c. If we're keeping x, we want to get rid of 8 and 2. We don't get rid of 2 first, we get rid of the 8. And here's something you could think of to help you. Remember we had PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, order of operations. When we're doing these equations, we're starting down here at the bottom and we're working backwards. We're working back up the PEMDAS. It's kind of like I put the present in the box, I put some tape on the box, I put some wrapping paper, and the last thing is a bow. So what's the first thing we rip off? The bow. Then we rip off the wrapping paper, then we take the tape, take the item out of the box. So we're going, if we go order of operations, we're wrapping the present. Solving an equation, we're unwrapping the present. We're going backwards. So in this case, I don't want to divide by 2 yet, because see, that step is up here. I want to subtract 8, because that step was down here. Add or subtract first, then multiply or divide. Okay, so back to this. On the left, I would have 2x equals 2. Over here, I would have cm equals f minus y. Instead of writing them up and down, I'm just going to write them sideways. Now I want to get rid of the 2 by dividing. I want to get rid of the c by dividing. It's gone. X is an actual number. It's gone. M is equal to f minus y, all divided by c. All we've done is rearrange things. We've moved things around. We moved the y to the other side, and we moved the c to the other side so that we were left with m. How did I know? Because it said right here, solve for m. Keep the m, get rid of the other things that are on that same side. All right, let's look at this example. If we had all numbers, we want to keep the x, we want to get rid of the 4 and the 3. What would I do first? Did you say times 3? Times 3 times 3. Cross out, what's my answer? X plus 4 is equal to 27. Over here, times by 3 times by 3. If it was a letter, we would times by a letter. It happened to be a number. We times by the number. These 3's are gone. What's left is the stuff on top. So df plus 8 is left. And over here, I have 3y. 3 smushed with y. We don't use a dot anymore. We smush them, and we put the coefficient first. Okay, let's go back over here. Now I'm ready to subtract 4. Minus 4, minus 4. Cross out, what's my answer? I get an actual number of 23. Over here, minus 8, minus 8. Cross out, what's my answer? df equals 3y minus 8. We're just going to write it sideways. They're not like terms. Divide by d. Divide the whole thing over here by d. F is equal to 3y minus 8 all over d. All right, let's look at this one. I want to get rid of, I want to solve. I need to tell you what I'm solving for. Solve for a. Let's solve for a. So we're going to keep the a. We want to get rid of the 5, the c, the minus m, and the 10. Well, let's get rid of that denominator first. Times by 10. So what's my answer? 5ac minus m is what's left. Negative 20 is on the right. Now, let's see. Remember, I'm keeping a, so I have to get rid of the 5 and the c and the minus m. So we add or subtract first. Plus m. And we get 5ac equals negative 20 plus m. You could have also said 5ac equals m minus 20. If you want to put the m at the back or you want to put the m at the front, m is positive. You want to put the negative 20 up front or the negative 20 in the back, it's as long as you make it negative. Okay, so I think I like this one better. Now I need to get rid of, remember I'm solving for a, I need to get rid of the 5 and the c. They're smushed. I can actually get rid of them at the same time. Divide by 5c. And that's it. So 5's gone, c is gone. Write it pretty. M minus 20 divided by 5c. All right, let's try this one. I want to solve for m, so I want to keep the m. I need to get rid of the 3/4 and I need to get rid of the f. Do I subtract f first or do I flip and multiply and get rid of that? I subtract f first. Minus f. Cross out, what's my answer? Write it sideways. R minus f equals 3/4 m. Here's where I like to multiply by 4/3. That way the 4's are diagonal, the 3's are diagonal, and I get rid of them at the same time. And when I come over here and multiply by 4/3, I have to multiply the whole left side, which means don't forget parentheses. And so now the 4's are gone, the 3's are gone. I'm going to write my m on the left because I like it better. And you are perfectly fine to leave it 4/3 parentheses r minus f. You don't really have to distribute. If you wanted to, you could say 4/3 r minus 4/3 f. But you don't have to. This answer is just as good as that one. All right, so your homework for this page was 129. Let's see, page 129. And I think I tried to work out on 8 through 15. I think I tried to work out one of every type of example. So do your best and give it a shot. Hope you feel better.